Now we're going to build some sign-up forms so you can begin to capture email addresses for your varying hyper-segmented email list. So on your MailChimp homepage, click the Create a List button next to the Start Building Your Audience section. Or if you have created a list already and want to create a sign-up form for that specific email list, click the List tab in the top nav bar. Since we've built a list already, we're going to build a sign-up for that email list. So click the List link in the top nav bar. On this list page, you'll see each of your segmented email lists that you've created in the past. So at the far right side of each email list will be a Stats button, then a drop-down arrow next to that. So let's click that arrow button and reveal the drop-down menu for this specific email list. In the drop-down menu, select Signup Forms. There's 4 options for creating forms. These sign-up forms help you add new subscribers to these email lists and enable you to collect their data with ease. So let's first create a general sign-up form. Click the Select button next to it. So notice at the top of this sign-up form page, we're working on a sign-up form by default. But you can click within this and edit any other kind of form or page specific to this sign-up form. So whether it be the confirmation email, the thank you page, and so on, all those response emails and forms are built via this drop-down menu. So let's scroll down a bit. As you edit this sign-up form, you can see live updates to the sign-up landing page at this special URL. So see, I've highlighted this sign-up form URL, that eepurl.com. So this is a direct link that you'll use as a hyperlink for text or banners on your website to direct people to the sign-up form landing page. Another idea is if you have an email list built already, but you built this hyper-segmented list for people interested specifically in maybe a new offer you have. For my specific sign-up form I'm showing you, it's the Amazon Revenue Calculator. So what I will do is email my original broad newsletter email list. This is just my Course Envy sign-up list. And I'll email them this new offer for a free Amazon Revenue Calculator. So all I have to do in that email campaign to all my Course Envy students is paste this sign-up URL link into that email campaign. Then the people who sign up, I'm going to identify and build a hyper-segmented subscriber list for this new email list, the Amazon Revenue Calculator email list. So therefore creating a list of email addresses specifically interested in selling on Amazon. See what I did there? I took a broad email list, Course Envy students, and emailed them this offer for a free Amazon Revenue Calculator. Took a broad list, created a small, niche, hyper-segmented list. Now I have 2 email lists and I can create campaigns separately for them. Course Envy, I send them updates that are generic to all my courses. This Amazon list, I just send them updates and free things and promos just specific to my Amazon course. Hyper-segmenting is key. Again, MailChimp has a very easy drag and drop user interface, so you can build these sign-up forms with ease. So you can edit them, you can add and remove fields, you can change titles, you can change text box, you can move fields around. Really just play around in this area to add messages, change field names, add other fields. Do whatever you need to perfect your form. Next to that initial Build It tab, click on that Design It tab. Here, think of it as CSS or design. You can change the colors, the text style or font, and really make a custom landing page for your sign-up form. Next, let's create an embedded sign-up form. So we just created a general form. Click Select next to Embedded Forms. So unlike the general form that is on a MailChimp hosted landing page, the embedded sign-up forms you embed right into your website. The nice thing about this is that people don't have to click a link or click a banner to be redirected to that sign-up page. They just see the embedded form and input their name, input their email, and any other requested fields, and bam, you have a new subscriber. Give me a yes and yes if you like this. Okay, great. So on this embedded forms page, you can click the tabs at the top of this page to play with the different layouts and look for your embedded sign-up form, such as the super slim look, or if you're good with coding and CSS, you can click the Advanced tab and change your styling code options as well. So once you're happy with the embedded form you've built, Scroll down and copy this code at the bottom of the page in this copy/paste onto your site box. Then go to your website or web page you want this to display on and paste it into the HTML code. Most website and blog content management systems such as WordPress, Squarespace, Shopify, Blogger, Tumblr, and more all have a simple HTML option within the post or page builders. So in this example, this is a WordPress post. Just click the text option instead of visual and paste in that HTML embedded form coding right into this post and then click Save. You can easily paste this embedded form into your web pages via that HTML code, but there's a ton of free and paid plugins out there that enable you to tweak your MailChimp sign-up form, layout, color, and more right from their plugins. My favorite, which does everything I need, is a free plugin called MailChimp for WordPress. They only have a plugin for WordPress websites, but as you can see, my sample sign-up form I made with this plugin on one of my client sites is really clean and professional. See this example? Get all of the ridiculous straight to your inbox. I didn't add a name, just made it really clean and easy. The simpler, the better for your clients. What is the call to action? One simple box, usually just email, and then the subscribe button. So with this MailChimp for WordPress plugin, I can select the fields I want to embed in the form, what colors, what title and font. Then wherever I put the form's shortcode on my site, it appears on my site live. So whether it's a widget, in the header, as a pop-up, and so on. Now let's create the third type of form, the subscriber pop-up. So click the select button next to it. Now some marketers are not a fan of pop-up email capture forms, but I will tell you right now that I have had clients increase their email list size by 500% using pop-up forms. So as you can see, on this initial sign-up pop-up form page, MailChimp gives you 4 layout options. They're all very simple, very clean, but as a rule of thumb for pop-up forms, never ask for more than just their email address. Most people agree, pop-up forms are annoying. So if you aren't offering anything of real value, then on top of it, ask me for my name, my location, etc., etc. No way am I signing up. So try to just request the email address on a pop-up form. You can click the Fields tab right here and then select what's required on your form, whether it be first name, last name, email address, and so on. So as you can see, I highlighted the 4 types of layouts for a pop-up. They include text only, banner at the top with text below, text on the left with a banner on the right, or banner on the left with text on the right. My favorite layout option for the pop-up is the image on the left, then the sign up field on the right. I've done a lot of case studies for my clients, and what I've found is potential subscribers read left to right. So it's important to put your value proposition in that order. So position that great call to action image on the left, and then just have your simple email sign up on the right. So click that content tab here to edit what the image is, to edit what the text is, and then click fields to display which fields you want to display. A couple things for this text area, and as for the image, make sure to include what value this potential customer is going to gain by signing up on your form. Also, give a time constraint with that call to action to increase a sense of urgency. There's limited spots left. Act fast, etc. Next, under this final tab of settings, you can adjust how long someone is on your site before the pop-up appears. Personally, I like to give the client as much time as possible on my site before springing a pop-up at them. Honestly, I would prefer 30 to 60 seconds because this equals the user is truly interested in my site and they've been on it for a while, right? But MailChimp doesn't have that long of a delay option, so I do choose the longest, being 5 seconds. Once you select this and are happy with your pop-up layout, click the Generate Code button in the bottom right. Copy this code and paste it into the HTML code file of your website's header or footer. But remember, no matter the page, this pop-up will appear since it's in the header or footer, which occurs on every page. But note, if you don't want this pop-up to appear on every page, paste this code into that specific page's HTML, whether it's a post or a page, put it in the content area. If you want it to appear on every page, put it in the header or footer. Once you've uploaded your code, come back and click Publish in the bottom right corner of this page. Then click Save and Exit in the top right. You can edit this form at any time by going to this specific email list, then clicking Signup Forms, then selecting Pop-up. And this will be your one pop-up option that you can edit. Again, for WordPress sites, a great plugin for MailChimp pop-up forms is the plugin Scroll Triggered Boxes. So add that plugin to your WordPress site to make your pop-ups installation even easier. Finally, let's look at the form integrations option. So let's click Select next to this fourth option. As MailChimp has grown over the years, they've added more and more form integration options with third-party platforms, such as Twitter, Wufoo, Squarespace, and Coffee Cup. I personally use the Twitter and Squarespace integrations for my clients. What I love about Twitter is their lead generation card. So I'll create that lead generation card and then pin it to the top of a Twitter feed. So as I capture those emails on Twitter, because I integrated it with this sign-up form, it's sending it and curating this email list right within my MailChimp. So in the next lecture, I'll explain in detail how to integrate your Twitter with MailChimp.